Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation, population 299. Today we're back playing some more Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, and I'm back again with another mod, Spotlight, on this Tuesday, March 7th. Yeah, March 7th, that sounds right. So like I said, we're going to be going back and forth between dailies that are, mods, I should say. Speaking of daily, can we talk about this? I got a score of 0 today. I was breaking the run open, and then basically, on the void floor, I had blank card Yera and a room with a battery, and I just made a million things, a million sacks, and found Black Rune in one of them. And after making a million things, I had a bunch of judgments down, and then I had a bunch of I had turned all the judgments into items. I didn't want the items, so I wanted to get rid of the items. So I picked up the Black Rune to try to void it. And I guess I voided all of the things in the room as well, and it crashed my game. So I got a score of 0. Anyway, one misspeak, continuing back onto a train of thought. In today's mod, we're going to be doing a new mod that was only posted yesterday. I'm recording this Monday, so this was posted March 5th at 12:54 a.m. Freaking late night boy. And this mod is another challenge mod called Pinball Wizard, and it is by, what's your name? Vame6, V-A-M-E-S-I-X. And so the point of this challenge, you'll see it, I think, fairly easily, so I think I'll just jump into it and show you. It seems like a pretty interesting concept for a challenge, so let's go ahead and jump into it here. Pinball Wizard, I don't know where it's going, I forgot to look. It goes to Mom. Okay, so what we have here, basically we have the boomerang, I assume, I don't know what that did. Okay. Basically what we have here is we have a tier with rubber cement and infinite range. I suppose that's why it's doing this, but the tier never stops moving. But what we do is our way of dealing damage, as you see, we have a blindfold so we can't shoot. We run into it with our Trinity Shield, and we can affect the angle at which it goes. So it's like half Pinball Wizard, kind of like Game of Pong as well. So it's kind of like, you kind of like gotta align it and try to hit it into enemies. So that's gonna be weird. Let me read. Is there anything important? This mod adds a new challenge into the game. Original concept by Reddit user Another Kitten and Shitai-san. Character Isaac. Active item, boomerang, dead dove, Trinity Shield, rubber cement, the belt. Restricted items. Okay, so I don't know if this means they've taken them out of the game completely, or if it just means like, hey, you shouldn't pick these up. So the restricted items are any damaging or enemy affecting familiars or orbitals, items that spawn familiars, items that allow alternate damage sources. So basically, like, all of these things have, I don't know if they've banned them, I don't know how that works, but maybe they have. If you remember when we did the math challenge, as I start trying to go through some rooms here, if you remember when we did, that's a good start. If you remember when we did the math challenge, a big issue is that on the first attempt of it, I ended up getting potato peeler, and got like a ton of 54 damage is really good, by the way. Oh god. See, I think big rooms are gonna be real rough. I ended up getting like 50. I thought this was supposed to be spectral. I guess that doesn't exactly work. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. Oh Jesus, help. Okay, got one. I needed to get in there. Do not. Oh my god, help. Please don't be an XL floor. No, it's Curse of the Maze. Yeah, we ended up like getting like 2 or 3 meat men, and that ended up not being very good. So I think I can use the space bar item and like suck it with me. I guess that's an easier way to get it into these little nooks and crannies like this, because this is kind of awful. I'm just gonna let it go in there because eventually they'll spawn in there, I assume, or they won't. And so it looks like for this they completely got rid of those alternatives. Please though, get them. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. Please. No! Yeah, this run is gonna drive me up a wall. Where are you at? Here. Come here. Help. 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 I can't do it. I can't get out of the first room. I can't get out of the first room, please. Get him! One day we'll get out of here. But, yeah, it looks like they, good grief, help me. Like, I get why they took out alternate... You have to be kidding me, that didn't hit him? I can get why they took out alternate damage sources. Oh my god, thank Christ. Just to make things a little bit harder on you, as you can see, this one's not gonna be super-de-duper easy. We've finished one room with combat. And so I imagine that's kind of how it's gonna go here. So I'm gonna have to, like, it seems like the diagonals are really the way that you get these good angles on it to get it to go where you want it to. Okay, if you could just, like, you can also, like, run enemies into it, I suppose. Like that. But the tier itself seems like it does a ton of damage. Let me check if there's any other things I should know. Restricted rooms. There's no dice rooms. There's no treasure rooms. Concept. Player must bounce a high damage tier around the room with the Trinity Shield to deal damage. The boomerang active item is modified, so when used, it sucks the tier back to you. When the tier is being sucked back, it ignores all enemy and obstacles until it hits the player. Okay, that's why it didn't damage him. This is the first time I tried using the item pool editor, so it might have... Okay, so he's saying he might have missed some of the damage-dealing items that he was talking about excluding. I certainly hope so, because we're going to need some other forms of damage. But actually, no, we're not. We can get this done. I believe we can get this done. Range upgrade doesn't seem that good to us. I don't know that it actually... I mean, there's really no range at all. I also don't know if... Like, I could see the suck being useful when you go into... like, if the... Dim bulb really doesn't help us either because we're always going to be pretty much at a full charge. So vibrant bulb, if you wanted to give me that instead. So some rooms this thing just clears out, like no problem. Other rooms we have a little bit more of an issue. I could look for the secret room on this floor, but that room took so long. I really just want to get the heck out of here and never worry about this room or this run. No, that floor. I don't know what I'm saying. The floor ever again in my entire life. But this challenge seems really cool. It kind of like it reminded me a little bit of the Pong. It's like the Pong challenge. Except the Pong challenge, you still were, for the most part, shooting. Like, most of the damage was done yourself. I shouldn't play this because I think it's probably just going to lead to darkness for us. But I will take this because it's better than Vibrant Bulb, at least in our current predicament. This is kind of like what when I first saw the challenge called the Pong challenge. This is more what I expected. And I mean that's kind of what the Pong challenge was. Give me some guppy. I don't even know what cursed eye would do because we never hold down. So I imagine it would do nothing. Although let's check. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. I was hoping it would like give me the diagonal. Yes, I was hoping it would like. Nice, get it going. Getting these like diagonals. The diagonals are the key in this bad boy. Nice. Oh. Hold on. No, please. There you go. Get the left, right. Nice. Tears down. I don't know that really affects anything. I think our stats are pretty much like independent. Oh my god. So what I'm noticing so far, rooms with a lot of rocks can basically go to hell. Rooms with a lot of rocks seem to be the bane of this challenge's existence. But I am, dealing with a little bit better now. We have other strategies of dealing with it. But yeah, when there's a lot of rocks, the tier has kind of an issue of getting to where you need it to go. And that makes these rooms last forever. Curse room, sure, let's go and visit it. Could be Guppy. Could be Guppy. I imagine Guppy with this would be insane or it would not work. It's one of the two. I couldn't tell you, though. Might as well. We have 4 bombs, so why not look for a secret room, see if we can get out for free. We can get out for free, which now makes me a little ashamed that I didn't push the stone chest up there because we could have saved a bomb. But let's be honest, we're doing enough damage that bombs aren't really going to be that important a damage-dealing source for us. Okay, yeah, get it. No, yeah, right back here. Okay, up there. Up there. So yeah, this is kind of like what I was, I don't want to call this like obviously it's called Pinball Wizard, which I can see the pinball-esque elements. Please though. At least we have Trinity Shield. It doesn't look like it actually blocks stuff. Okay, you know what? You're gonna come up here. And then you're gonna bounce straight. There we go. Okay. Now we're kind of finding out ways to make it work in our favor. Again, there's no item rooms or anything, so any stuff like that is pretty much gone. We're hoping for mainly good deals with the devil. I mean, bosses, as long as they're not, like I said, too many rocks in the room, they seem to go down pretty easily. Let's check out Deal with the Devil first. More red chest. Yeah, it's not that great but as far as red chest items, I suppose it's not terrible. I'm drowsy. It's too little too late and bad trip. This run really does not want us to succeed. Let's go ahead and get down to the next floor. You only have to go to Mom's Foot, so it's not necessarily a super long run either, a super long challenge, which is good because this would get real annoying. So yeah, I think that's the key. I think the key is if you have an enemy that's kind of like on a line with you, you press spacebar, use the boomerang, pull the enemy to, or pull the what am I trying to say? Like pull the tier towards you, and then you can launch it off straight, and then that kind of changes the game for you. It goes off like weird angles and everything. I will take the full HP. That is awesome. Okay, again, at least like rooms with poop are a little better than rooms with rocks, because the rooms with rocks, you like literally, I mean, you could blow them up, I suppose. If you get like Stompy or something on this run, which I'm trying to think if there's any alternative means of getting Stompy other than item rooms. Leo or Thunder Thighs. Can you get I don't think so. I mean, maybe if you had like the D6 or something, but I don't know that you can actually like... Also, I don't know that you'd want to get rid of your space bar item. I feel like the space bar item is pretty dang valuable in this instant. You missed? You missed? Try this angle. Try this angle on for size. Good night. Broken stopwatch. Let's, I don't think car battery does anything for us because we don't really have the boomerang. Mom's box of trinkets. Not really looking to replace our space bar item. Double trinket holding? No, I'm gonna use most of my bombs to try to find something good here. Okay, like, here's a, like... I guess this is one item that he potentially missed, because you could now just do the rest of the run with the can... Okay, I thought I bought something. I was like, no, please. You could just do the rest of the run with the candle, and now I don't have enough money for Humbling Bottle, so I'm stupid. I just wanted to check. So I guess, like, hey, buddy, if you're out there and you're watching this because you wanted to see if anybody's doing a Let's Play or mod, hey, how are you? My name's Josh, and I think we're going to have a lovely relationship together. I will be taking left hand. I'm now kind of wishing we would have been able to hold two, but left hand should give us a pretty good chance of becoming Guppy. 2 of spades. I'll take it for the keys. And we will take these as well. Thank you for the spirit. That's delicious. Yeah, I guess the candles are potential items that you could use to do all of your... Like, I could go take the candle. Oh, God. I could go take the candle. Oh, no. Come to me. I did it. He's done it. I could go take the candle and just do that instead of doing any of this damage. Basically, just leave this, like, leave the tier going around the room, and then just be like, well, I'll just shoot with the candle instead. So maybe try to zoom that one out of here as well. Although I know a lot of challenges, like, they provide you those avenues, whether intentionally or otherwise. Demon's Tail is good for black hearts, but I think the left hand for both Spirit Hearts and Guppy item chance is better. There we go, get that in there. Let's fight our boss and see who it is. We got a 36% chance of a deal with the devil / angel, so about an 18% chance of one of the two. Let's see if we can get it done. Bighorn, I am so glad that you no longer have boss armor. I'm not so glad that I completely whiffed on that one, though. If we could get it going. Oh my God, did you see him with the greatest dodge of all time? There we go. Get a couple hits in there with that thing. Yeah, the more times we can get this going, and yeah, there we go. One more time up into him. That'll do a deal with the devil. No, but we will take the HP. No stat upgrades besides range thus far. And so I can't test my theory to actually see if the if stat upgrades like damage actually go to us. Oh my God, this is the room that they fixed because it was so obnoxious before. This was the one that used to be about half this size, and there were 2 spiders on each side, so 4 total red spiders and the 2 mushrooms. And that room was like not guaranteed damage, but if you had low like if you had decent damage, it was easy enough to not take. Oh, it's not a secret room. You had easy enough chance of not taking damage, but if you had no damage, like if you were on a terrible run where you had no damage at that point, that room was like near insta-death, and so I'm glad they changed that one. That's good. I'm trying to think of, like, I guess the whole point, like, I was trying to think of cool synergies with this, but I guess it's a little bit different than doing a mod, like playing a mod, like a character mod like Ulam the Ranger. Because in that case, you're looking for synergies. In a challenge mod like this, oh my God, that was terrible. The point is not really to find synergies. The point is that they've given you the synergy. And it's up to you now to do what you will with it, basically. So we could pull this down here. Thank you. I think it is probably smart that that the tier doesn't do damage to enemies when you press spacebar. Because if you're fast enough, if you're faster than the tier, you could just run around the room and kind of guide it to its destination. Rag Mega, I don't know how he took like insta damage there, but can't say I'm a fan. Although we are going to take out Rag Mega right there, and that's pretty good. No Deal with the Devil again, and another HP upgrade. Is there anything really to explore on this floor? No, but since we're only going to Mom's Foot and this is going to be a shorter video anyway, I feel like why not give you guys the time of day? Oh my god, which is 2:38 p.m. if you were wondering. I got out of class the other day. I have this class, I think I've talked about it before, it's a Hollywood and Broadway class. Why do I have to take that as a business major, you may be wondering? Because I go to a school where they think that is important to take, and I'm not trying to say, like, let me like preface this by, ooh, the arts are stupid. No, that's not what I'm saying at all, not even in the slightest. But I go to a liberal arts university that thinks that you, and maybe they're right, and maybe I'm just an uncultured swine, but they are of the opinion that you become a more, well-rounded individual, which, you know, makes sense, I suppose. You become a more well-rounded individual when you take courses and learn material. Does this do anything? Dang it, I really wish I would have done something. When you take courses that are outside of your major, and you know what, maybe they're, what the heck was that? Maybe they're 100% right, and I'm just an uncultured swine. Like I said, that was really not really any point in taking that. I just took it just to, it was gold and shiny. I will play the heck out of this guy, because we do have old bandage, so we'd expect to get some payments back, and like maybe pick up something like sin robes here, a syringe for a stat upgrade. I'm really just looking to see if damage increases, does the tier actually increase as we increase our damage? And I wish I would have come here first, because I could have blown up that guy over on the left, and increase our Deal with the Devil chance even more. I'm gonna like use all my HP here. Ace of Diamonds, and you give me caffeine pill. This must be some sick joke to you. What is this? Full health, please? Bombs are key. It's a decent time to know it. I'm gonna need some HP back, so if you'd like to pay out, I'd be appreciative. But anyway, yeah. Oh my god. What is this run? And what are these terrible items? Health upgrade. You know, we got a health up in one way or another. And then, and I'm not gonna sing the song. Let's go to our Fighty Red room here, which I'm sure has a name that someday I'll learn, just for funsies. And you know, we got 2 Spirit Hearts from it, probably worth it. But yeah, so I'm taking a Hollywood and Broadway class. Did I say? Yeah. I'm also taking a classical music class, basically like, so I'm a business major, and business is like one of the few majors at my university that they don't count as what they call liberal arts and science credits. You have to take a certain number of classes in the liberal arts and sciences to graduate from here, and so no business courses actually count as liberal arts and sciences. So basically, the entire time I've been doing classes in my major, I've been not doing not taking the classes that I need to graduate, and so now I'm taking them to try to make up for lost time, basically. Yeah, we need some HP though, by the way. Basically to make up for all the ones that I haven't done, so I'm taking some weird classes. But taking a freaking Hollywood and Broadway class because I heard it was really easy, and the lady gives quizzes, or she doesn't even call them quizzes. They're called quizzies. Why? Because they're easy quizzes, so they're quizzy. Man, I missed 3rd grade. And yeah, we took a quiz today, and I think I'm not going to say I'm the world's fastest exam taker, although I am when I don't know the material. When I don't know the material, I literally come in and just like put some stuff down and then leave, and everybody's like, oh my god, that guy's so smart. And then I get it back and I'm like, oh, I knew about as much as I thought, 0. But yeah, literally like the entire class was probably done in like 5 or so minutes. And she doesn't make us stay after the quizzes. This is our 2nd quizzy. But I didn't do the first one because I was absent that day. And by absent, I mean I chose to skip because I'm a lazy piece of garbage, basically. Come this way. Come this way. Are you going to come my way? That was like the worst dodge of all time. But yeah, I skipped the first one. And then I asked her, I was like, I was prepared to go make it up like literally the next day in her office. She's like, oh, you can take it next week. So literally I got an entire extra week to study for this 2-minute quiz that I then made up before class started. And then she also passed the quizzes back in class. And so she's just like, the answers were just right in front of me. Now, I didn't take them because I'm an honest boy. Please, though. I didn't take them because I'm an honest, hardworking person. You fuck. Come here. Faster, master. Yeah, but you know, still, like, ridiculously easy. Like, someone, excuse me for this, but what the f was that? But pretty much like the easiest experience of my life, and it was great. What do we got in here? Fanny pack. I'm taking a lot of damage. I will buy the Spirit Heart, though. We're on depths 1, so we got 2 more floors to go through. As I've been kind of just like mumbling on and on, maybe I like have not, like the first couple times we did the mods, I felt like I was talking too much about the mod itself, and it wasn't like a normal Isaac episode. So this time I'm trying to talk a little bit more just in general. And maybe it's now making it not like an Isaac episode. I don't freaking know. You can let me know. However, what I will say is if you're watching my play in the background, A, you're probably noticing I'm taking a lot more damage than I'd like to. But you're probably already also noticing that after a while you kind of get the hang of this, oh, thank you, Trinity Shield. After a while you kind of get the hang of what exactly they want you to do here. And like, obviously like in the beginning, like even like trying to get these angles right is like real messed up. And so trying to get all that, you know, kind of ordered and compartmentalized into your brain about like the angle of the shots and how they come off this thing and all that kind of, like, see that? I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to do that. It just kind of starts happening more. Excuse me, I did mean to do that, but it didn't quite go the way I wanted to. I meant to do this as well. It kind of just becomes a little bit more natural to you the longer that you do it, and you can kind of like shoot them off a little bit more. I mean, basically you can use the spacebar to kind of like line your shot up, as long as it's not a fast-moving enemy, and hit them like that. Another Ansus means the next floor should be pretty quick, which is good for me. Was it good for you, baby? But yeah, overall, I'm pretty much just going to stick to the exact same thing I said before, which would be that I feel like this is the Pong challenge that we saw in Afterbirth Plus in its final form, if you will. Like, no freaking, not trying to throw shade or dish insults or whatever that means. You literally can't pick up shade. It's an intangible object. It's the area left behind sunlight, where I don't really know how shade works. I'm not a science major. But I am a roasting major. Hi-yo! So I do know how shade works. Get it? Yeah, cool. Funny. Excuse me, if this guy could die, I think that would be beneficial for all of society. Hello. But yeah, I'm not trying to throw shade at the people at Nicholas for their Pong challenge. Their Pong challenge was fun too, and it was a nice little break from the Ultra Hard challenge, which can basically suck my nuts to this day. Legend goes, they're still sucking. Yeah, basically what I'm trying to say about this challenge is that I feel like this is what the Pong challenge, I'm not going to say should have been, although I've said should have been, but this is like a more refined Pong challenge of actually, like, the whole point of the game Pong is to, like, you hit the thing and it keeps going to the other side. Deal with the angel, really. You want to gift me? I mean, Miter's good, and it's going to keep us stocked up on HP, but nothing to really, like, I was hoping for, like, Godhead, and then hopefully the tier would gain the Godhead effects, then you just have a cool run, but this is our last floor here. Doesn't look like we're going to make Boss Rush, which is not that big a deal. Let's not be crazy. Also, I should have popped Ansus because we want to see where the heck we're going. Hermit card. I mean, the Hermit puts us right next to the shop. So basically, part of me is like, why the heck is not? These guys are a little obnoxious because you still have to hit them from behind. Don't turn that into something it's not, because this is a PG-13 audience only shows meant for children. Although, actually, if I wanted my YouTube channel to be an audience for that age group, I probably wouldn't be playing the Binding of Isaac afterwards. Or any Binding of Isaac in that regard. But let's see if we can do the old boss rush here. Let's see if we can make it. Because, you know, basically I'm not quite ready to go yet. However, I would say that this form of mom, I guess you could say, gives us a pretty bad chance of actually making that happen. I guess you just let the tier... The problem is that the tier... Oh, that was good. The tier starts doing its own thing, and you can't really... Like, I'm trying to... There you go. Just get it on this pathway. Left, right. Left, right. Please! Yes, get him. Oh, we missed Boss Rush by 1 second! Oh, which sucks, but, I tried. I was gonna showcase the mod a little bit longer. Well, darn. We'll go ahead and take the trophy. We'll get the challenge done. You don't get anything for doing it. However, I will now go and look again. So again, that was the Pinball Wizard Challenge by Vame6, V-A-M-E-S-I-X. Go check him out because I had a really good time with this. It's tricky at first, and obviously the no item rooms and stuff kind of makes it difficult, but you'll notice like you're not hinging on, like with the math challenge that we did before, you were really kind of hinging on the fact that you got damage upgrades so you didn't have to solve 97 equations to kill every boss. This one you start with literally 50 plus damage, and so damage is never really a concern for you. It's really about getting your aim, kind of trying to figure out the aim and how that works. I dropped a comb. No one will ever say that sentence again. I mean, I'm sure probably someone will. But in this one, it's really more about getting your aim. And once you, where did it go? It transmuted. Once you get the hang of that aim and kind of know what the heck you're doing, I'm not going to say it's an easy challenge, but at least in that case, we really didn't have that big a chance, I'll say. At least I didn't feel like we had that big a chance of perishing. And so overall, though, really cool. I would love that as an actual challenge. To add difficulty, I would say maybe make it go a little farther, but also I kind of like, for the purpose of like recording these videos, these mod showcases, I really like the ones that just go to mom's foot, because it's long enough, like here 26 minutes in, you have a good idea of what the mod is like. I would definitely recommend you go pick it up and try it. And I also am interested to see if there's any like weird synergies out there. Obviously, we didn't pick up like anything good, so I don't know if there is any cool synergies that exist with that challenge. But at the very least, just the thought of like using a shield to bounce your tier instead of simply shooting it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to compare it to the Pong challenge anymore. But anyway, Pinball Wizard, fun mod, fun challenge. Go pick it up. It's 20 minutes of enjoyment. That's 20 minutes you could be like getting punched. And so wouldn't you rather spend it this way? Man, good thing I'm going into marketing, because, dude, I know how to endorse something. Anyway, it's a fun mod. Go pick it up. Try it. And I hope you guys did enjoy this one. We'll be back on Thursday with a more well-established mod. I haven't decided if I'm going to do another episode of Ulam or Elam, I forgot his name already, the Ranger character, or if I'm going to try to find another character / another, like, more sweeping mod. I haven't really decided yet, but the Thursday slots are usually going to be the ones that maybe you can get more than one episode out of, so maybe I'll do another on the Ranger. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. We're at $2.99, so if you're like thinking about it, you could literally be the 300th person to subscribe to PlaycrastiNation. Now, I don't have a prize for you, but it's still pretty cool to be able to say. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.